أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على رسول الكريم وعلى آله وأصحابه والسنة بسنة الدين أما بعد رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي اللهم أرنا الحق حقا وارزقنا اتباعه وأرنا الباطل باطلا واجتنابه اللهم إنا نسألك خير ما سألك عبدك ورسولك النبي محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم اللهم إنا نعوذ بك من شر ما استعاذ بك عبدك ورسولك النبي محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم. So, my dear brothers and sisters, Islam, as we first of all like to say, Jazakallah khair, thank you so much for coming to the annual meeting on Saturday, inshallah, and we all really benefited from your participation, and you all got to see the presentation, the activities why Islam has done for Dawah. And those of you who came, you know very well that this work is it's huge work, tremendous amount of work. We need more and more people. So that's the whole reason of doing these classes on a weekly basis, so that you all can become involved and participate in more Dawah activities and help grow this work further, inshallah. Having said that, today our topic will be how to deal with conflict, because many times when we are giving Dawah, sometimes the Dawah conversation kinds of evolves into like a debate, argument, conflict, and we want to avoid that. We don't want to degrade anybody's religion. We don't want to degrade anybody's belief. We don't want to insult anybody. We don't want to humiliate anybody. People may do that to us. You know, they might attack us. They may insult us. They may humiliate us. But we need to keep our cool. We need to be composed and not degenerate into their low level. We don't need to
The
go
other
down.
person has call captions enabled. Please
So,
start speaking.
so that's why it's very important to understand that when you sense or feel at a Dava booth or anywhere else where you're talking to somebody that you sense and feel that this is going the wrong way, disengage, withdraw. Do not continue in that argumentative and tell them that, look, I'm not here to debate or argue. I'm not here to fight with you. I'm not here to impose on you my religion, nor are you here to impose on me on your religion. Sometimes people become aggressive. They start imposing Christianity and their Christian beliefs and all of that. So it's very important to understand that we do not in any way, you know, get into a brawl, a fight. We need to avoid those situations and scenarios. And one of the ways that can be done is be very, very careful in the word choices that you do when you're giving dawah to somebody. For example, number one, avoid saying negative things about other people's religion. Do not say anything negative about their faith, even if you know that they have certain things in their religion. Whether you're talking to a Hindu or you're talking to a Buddhist, a Jain, a Christian, a Jew, or anyone, or even an atheist, do not degrade them or talk anything negative about them. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has forbidden us to do that. In the Quran, in Surah Tawbah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells us, وَلَا تَصُبُّوا الَّذِينَ يَدْعُونَ مِن دُونِ اللَّهِ فَيَسُبُّوا اللَّهَ عَدْوَانًا. Do not curse or say bad anything to the people who worship besides Allah, meaning they worship other gods, other deities. Basically, this ayah was revealed for the mushrikeen of Mecca, the polytheists of Mecca. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, I mean, in the Kaaba, you have so many idols and statues around the Kaaba, you have all this shirk going on. Still, look at the magnanimity of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Look at the generosity of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that He is warning Prophet Muhammad sallam and the Muslims in the ayah that, hey, do not say anything bad about those people who call on gods beside Allah. Why? Because then they will curse Allah, they will attack Allah, they will say bad things about Allah in animosity and enmity hatred. So a lot of times our brothers and sisters, when they are giving dawah, they get very emotional and they might say, they might say a statement that is a little bit derogatory. Oh, you cow worshiper, or cow pee drinker or something like that. or they might say, "Oh, you're not a monotheist. You know, you believe in Trinity, so you're not a monotheist. You don't have the respect and dignity, something like that." So that is very important to understand that we should totally stay away from any negativity in the faith or of other person's faith. Number two, very important. When we're giving dawah, don't make them realize that you are imposing your faith, your religion upon them. Don't think that you are superior or Islam is superior. Although we know that, yes, that Islam is the only faith acceptable by Allah. Islam is the only religion acceptable by Allah. Yes, we know that. But still, do not show that superiority complex. Don't think that, oh, I am better than you, my religion is better than you. You know, I worship Allah, you guys worship junk or something like that. Acknowledge that they have a right to choose their belief system. Acknowledge that they have a right to choose what they want to believe in. And again, we covered this many times in the previous slides and presentation that the most important thing that we need to highlight from the Quran is the ayah in Surah Baqarah that Allah Subhanahu says, "La iqra fi din." There is no compulsion in Islam. We're not here to force you to take a shahada. You know, I know some da'is are very on YouTube channel. You'll see many YouTube channel videos. Some da'is are very aggressive, very gung-ho. You know, like some have even titled their videos "How to Give Shahada in 10 Minutes." I mean, I have a big issue with that title. I mean, I have argued just with the title, "How to Give Shahada in 10 Minutes." In 10 minutes, you can't make a person Muslim, practically speaking. Yeah, you may run down through the articles of Iman and faith. You may just tell them all the pillars of Islam and say, look, if you believe in all, just take Shahada. But they haven't really grasped, you know, Islam is something that you have to absorb, digest, grasp it, think over it, sleep over it. So you don't want to rush people. The people who rush in giving Shahada, those people, they might say the Shahada on the spur of the moment, become Muslim. But when they go back home, they have second thoughts. They have withdrawal syndrome. They start saying, oh, you know, maybe I rushed it. I just did it so fast. I don't want to be a Muslim. So what is good? To have so many Shahadas and then 50% of them becoming, non-Shahadas because they just change their mind. You don't want a person who says the next day, hey, I changed my mind. Yeah, I took Shahada with you yesterday, but I changed my mind. I don't think this is for me. I mean, that's not realistic Shahada. That's not a quality Shahada. We don't want quantity. Remember, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala always focuses in the Quran on what? Quality. We want quality people, not quantity. That, oh, look, I got 50 Shahadas in one day or something like that, or 1 week. Yeah, I mean, but how many of that 50 are really sustainable, are really there? And that's why in a masjid group system, and that's why I keep saying that, you know, we have to build a Dawah committee in MCMC, and the Dawah committee will have a three-step process or three divisions, you can say, three departments within the Dawah committee. One division, one department where people are going out and calling new people into Islam, all right, the da'is. Then the second department or second division is where those who have become Muslim, now we need brothers and sisters in MCMC who can become their mentor, their buddy, their friend, and teach them and groom them so that they become stronger in the deen and they start coming to MCMC on a regular basis. Remember, we need to change the landscape. That's the khutbah I gave in December last time, that our vision goal should be that in MCMC, we see in the prayers, in the daily prayers, at least in the brothers and the sisters area, that there's revert sisters and revert brothers praying with us, standing in line, shoulder to shoulder, feet to feet. That is the changing of the landscape. And these revert brothers who are praying in the line, they need to befriend with others who come on the daily salah so that people get to know. That's the second division they'll be working, and they have to work the most highest. And then the third division is social welfare, social help. Because, you know, these reverts that come in, they have a lot of luggage, and they need help. Sometimes they need financial help, they need moral help, they need social help, they need spiritual help. So we need a group of brothers and sisters who are providing that support system. And again, this third division will also be connected. I know Brother Ahmed told me that you guys have in MCMC a program of feeding, feeding the people, feeding the hungry, and giving sandwiches and all of that. That should also be part of Dawah committee. That should be a division within the Dawah committee that people, brothers and sisters, go out, distribute free sandwiches, free food, and kind of tell them that, look, hey, there's a mosque over there. We came from there to give you this food so they can come in. So these three divisions will come under the umbrella of Dawah Committee. The Dawah Committee is the overarching group, and the more people in this, the better. So once we tell the person that, look, you have the right to choose your belief system, they become relaxed and comfortable. That, oh, okay, you're not trying to impose your religion upon me, are you? No, 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 we're not. We are just trying to. So what are you trying to do? Why are you talking to me about Islam? So you say, look, I am here just to share my belief system. My God, my Allah has told me in the Quran, it's an obligation upon me that I need to share with other people who is Allah, who is Muhammad sallam, or what is the Quran, who we are, what we believe in. That's all. I'm just sharing. I'm not saying you have to convert. So that is how you satisfy them, pacify them. And then based on that, the main thing that you want to focus in the conversation is building up on similarities, especially with people who are already believing in a God. Even if they are polytheists, like the Hindus, you tell them that, look, at least you believe in a God, you believe in Ishwar, you believe in the main supreme God. It's fine, you have these little statues and these gods, Hanuman and this and Ganesh and all that, but you do believe in Tawheed and oneness. Monotheism exists in Hinduism also. So therefore, we need to address the people of faith in a way that bring them onto common point, the similarities. And the common point is to believe in a creator and a supreme being. And we should not try to point out differences. First, we build the similarities, kind of win their hearts, and then we can point out differences gradually, slowly into them. That, okay, see, this is different. This is not what we do. This is not what we are allowed to, or something like that. And of course, always pamper them. I mean, I don't say that in a bad way, but I say in a good way. Pamper them by, tell them or highlight them the good that you see. For example, you can say, look, in Christianity, this is so good. If you're talking to Christian, in Judaism or Jews, this is so good. Like, appreciate the good things of other people of faith, other religious people. Appreciate the good things. Appreciate the good things about America. Many of us are immigrants. We came here for a better life in this country. And why are we staying here? Why didn't we go back? Because there are certain good things in this society, in this country. We need to appreciate that. We need to highlight that so that they can feel that, okay, these Muslims are not aliens. They're American citizens just like us. They are people with similar likes and dislikes like us, and they call America home. See, the most important pronoun to use in Dawah is, actually, let me ask you, which is the most important pronoun to use? Who can tell me? When you're speaking to somebody, what you have to be very careful of that in your choice of pronouns and words when you're talking in the sentences, to make sure that you use this one, not the other. Yes, good, brother Atif. Us, and also, what's the other one? When you're referring, what is the other one? Yeah, somebody was going to say?
We.
We, yes. Please do not use you or you guys and we guys. No, there's no you guys and we guys. It's us, it's we. Because when you say you or your country or your faith, what do you mean your country? Isn't this America your country also? So you say our country, America, our society, us, we all Americans together. So you give them a sense of community, a sense of collectiveness, that, okay, see, a lot of immigrant Muslims, they have this mindset that, oh, I came from back home from that country. So they still have this attachment, affiliation back home. So they feel like, even though American citizens, they have blue passport, but they have this mindset, oh, us back home, we guys do this, we are like this, you are that. There's no we and you, it's all us and we together as American citizens. That's very important to always relate in Dawah conversation. Remember, Dawah conversation is a two-way conversation. So yes, majority of the time you're speaking, but you have to give the other person to also speak. If you just keep talking and talking and talking, they might lose interest and they might just run away. So therefore, it's very important. Another very important thing: be prepared to clarify Islamic position on issues, even if they don't accept. Like for example, many times they'll say, I don't get this, I don't get that. So be prepared to go further, deeper into that issue that they can't accept or understand, so that you are able to clarify things. Ambiguity, uncertainty doesn't help in dawah. In order for dawah to flourish, it is important that that the perception is clarified. And remember, we spoke this many times in this class, that don't ask, the question that, do you have any more questions? Because that is like killing the conversation. You want to have an ongoing, continuous conversation, talk with somebody. So you don't want to tell them, do you have any other questions about Islam? No, that's it. Thank you. They'll just cut off. They'll just run. So you want to engage them. And the best way to engage them is to join the concepts and the points from one, like a spider's web, or like a zikr bead, tasbih. You have all the small beads and all connected with the string. So that is what dawah conversation is, that from one topic to another, you engage, you transform, and then you clarify things so that they have a meaningful conversation. At least a 30-minute meaningful conversation, that they say to you, I really enjoyed talking to you. A lot of my misconceptions are cleared. A lot of things that I didn't really know about Islam, I got to know, I really, so that is your litmus test. That is your success ratio, that you have done a good job. Success is not evaluated by shahadas. Keep that always in mind. Don't feel demoralized. Don't feel depressed or sad. Oh, I'm not getting shahadas. Our job is not just shahada. Remember, our job is, what is our responsibility? To give the message. I have said this many times in the class. I've said this many times in the khutbah. The ayah that Allah tells us, وَمَا عَلَيْنَا إِلَّا الْبَلَاغُ. There is nothing upon us except to relay the message. The rest is with Allah. Allah is the one who will give them guidance. Allah will give them hidayah. Rasulullah, the biggest example I quote many times, you must have listened, and it doesn't hurt repeating. The biggest example we give is the example of Rasulullah. Allah, corrected Rasulullah, even, who was so bent upon getting his uncle Abu Talib to say the Shahad. So in Surah Qasas, Allah says, إِنَّكَ لَا تَهْدِي مَنْ أَحْبَبْتَ. You, O Prophet Muhammad, cannot guide the person whom you love. You love your uncle, Abu Talib, he's very dear to you, but you, Muhammad, cannot guide him. If the Prophet cannot guide his own uncle, who are we to guide a stranger on the street that we're talking to them about? So nobody can guide anybody. Only Allah can guide. But yes, we need to do the effort. Allah is saying to us, give the message, relay the message, inform the people, and then sit back and relax and let Allah do his work. That the seed, what we say from our tongue is the seeds that you sow in their heart. That's the fertile land, the heart. From there, the saplings will grow, become a plant, and from a plant, become a tree. I had, the other day, I was speaking to somebody on the Islam hotline. They took Shahada after studying Islam for 10 years. Imagine the first person who must have talked to him 10 years ago. They would be thinking, oh, he's going to take Shahada. But it took 10 years. Everybody has their time. Everybody has their duration and their muqarrar time, the taqdeer, the qadr. It was written in their qadr, destiny, that this person will take Shahada here 10 years later on this day, not 10 years ago when he first learned about Islam. So this is very important in these 5-6 points that we covered today. And inshallah, now I open the floor for any questions or any comments or feedback people have. Is there anybody here who's new, joining for the first time? I see some new names here. All of you are from that Wednesday class that we had in the masjid? inshallah.
This is actually my second one. I attended the first one. This is my second one.
Oh, okay, good. So hopefully, inshallah, from next Wednesday, we'll be meeting in the masjid. So we'll be face to face, inshallah. Right, Brother Ahmed? Is that the plan?
Yes, inshallah. From next Wednesday, right after Isha. Isha is at 8, so it should be around 8:15 or so. We'll start in the cafeteria. So.
Right. And just try to pray your sunnah quickly, so that we can start as quickly as possible by 8:20, so we can wrap up by 8:45, 8:50, inshallah. Because I have to drive back 1 hour all the way back home from there. Okay, Sister Rusa's first time. Very good. Glad you made it, inshallah. So I guess nobody has any questions, when we can make dua and wrap up for tonight. آمين آمين إن شاء الله. اللهم أنت سلامك يا سلام تبارك ربنا وتعاليت يا ذا الجلال والإكرام. اللهم تقبل منا إنك أنت السميع العليم وتب علينا مولانا إنك أنت الرحيم. Allah, oh Allah, oh merciful Allah, accept from us this effort, this deed that we do, Ya Rabbil Alameen. Oh Allah, bless all the team members who attend this class. Oh Allah, bless them in their health, in their wealth, in their family, in their children, in their rizq, Ya Rabbil Alameen. Oh Allah, give all of us tawfiq to work for the sake of your deen, Ya Rabbil Alameen. Oh Allah, accept every effort that we do for the sake of your deen to spread the message, Ya Rabbil Alameen. Oh Allah, accept, make qabul all our efforts purely for your sake, Ya Rabbil Alameen, and give us the best reward in this dunya and akhirah. Oh Allah, bless us in our time, give us barakah in our time, in our awqat, that we can take time out of our schedule for this khidmat service of your deen, Ya Rabbil Alameen. وصلى الله على خلق محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم وعلى آله وصحبه رحمه الأمين. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك نشهد أن لا إله إلا الله نستغفرك ونتوب إليك. والسلام عليكم.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam.
Assalamu alaikum.